Hello and welcome back to my channel, Mend with Mare. Okay, you all, I am going to just throw a random song in there. Someone asked the other day for the song Chelsea by Phoebe Bridgers, and my best friend is named Chelsea, only it's spelled Chelsie instead of SEA. Regardless, I felt like it was a sign. I was like, hey, I'm gonna react to it. It's a true reaction. I've never heard this song before. I am still recovering from motion sickness. You can get on there and see whenever I reacted to that song, which I felt like I was just getting whiplash every second, and it still makes me emotional when I think about it. It's a really, really, really good song. Anyways, I'm gonna just do something different today. So here we go.
For a chemical imbalance, you sure know how to ride a train.
What? For a chemical imbalance, you sure know how to ride a train. So if someone has a chemical imbalance, that could mean that they're dealing with some type of mental illness. So she might be saying, for somebody who has a mental illness, you sure know how to ride a train. I think that that's a really good metaphor, possibly. I'm reaching here, I'm not sure, but it gives me the feel of a chemical imbalance can happen when you are abusing drugs or alcohol. And so she's implying, like, for somebody that has something maybe quote unquote wrong with them, you still know how to continue on with life, still keep riding along on that train. You know those people that are functioning alcoholics or functioning addicts that just can continue working, and you're like, how has this not blown up their life? Like, how are they holding down a job? Like, how are they able to keep getting on the train every day? I don't think that this is like a literal train, but sometimes I wonder, I'm like, how do you keep getting on the train every day and going into the city and doing your job when you've got something, really serious going on? So, man, first lyric already. Wow.
Your revolution is a deathbed, and the music is your maid.
Your revolution is a deathbed, and the music is your maid. So maybe your revolution, the thing that made you, is actually going to end you, and maybe the music that you enjoy or play, it's actually that tries to maybe clean you up or keep you from being on your deathbed. I'm not sure.
When someone comes knocking with a needle on a tray, only your lonesome lies beside you, for you told me not to stay.
All right. So when someone comes a knocking like a drug dealer with a needle on a tray, this is, I think, hinting at heroin use. You are alone in it. It's like saying only your lonesome self can be the only thing there with you in that moment if you're going to choose to do heroin, especially if you said don't stay. So maybe this person is a little embarrassed or ashamed of what they're doing. Okay.
You are somebody's baby, some mother held you near.
I don't want to get emotional. Why? You're somebody's baby. Some mother held you near, like, meaning you are precious. You were precious. My whole view on people changed after becoming a mother. When my love for my son grew, it wasn't like this instant, like, oh my gosh, all-encompassing love. I mean, it was strong, don't get me wrong, but, holding a child and loving it, it makes me look at everyone. Everyone has a mother that gave birth to them. And I know that you don't need biological mother or father to feel loved or for someone to be a mother or a father. But after I gave birth to my son, it's like I couldn't walk down the street without looking at people and looking into people's faces and being like, wow, they were once a baby that someone brought into this world and held near, just like she's saying. And it just changed my whole perspective on life and people and looking at everybody kind of in a beautiful way, because we're all just babies inside, yearning for love, yearning to be held, and that you were something to someone, like someone carried you in their body for 9 months. Pretty unbelievable. Okay, let's keep going.
No, it just pretty words, my dear. There is no distraction that can make me disappear.
I don't know who the speaker is. This gives me the vibe of someone trying to convince someone to not engage in drug use anymore. And they're just trying to tell them how precious they are. And maybe they're being dismissed and they're like, no, it's not important. They're just pretty words to say. Or they're saying they're more than just pretty words, but okay, I guess it's not important. It doesn't matter. Because whenever you are a loved one of an addict, you are desperate. Of an addict or somebody that has addictive issues, you're desperate to get them to see the light. And you want to go for anything that might make it click in their brain to stop doing what they're doing.
No, there's nothing that won't remind you I will always be right here.
So there's something that is haunting, or maybe this is the drugs that's singing to the person. Like there's no distraction that can make me disappear because you're always wanting and yearning for your next fix. And there's nothing that won't remind you I'm always going to be right here. Like I'm always going to be right here. You just have to pick up the phone and call someone, or, I'm going to sit here. It's kind of like whenever you're walking down the street and somebody has an issue with alcohol, it's like it's in their space constantly. So I'm a little torn about like what exactly is going on, but it's really, really deep. Maybe it's one that I should have listened to a couple times first, but whatever.
And you spit the blood back, baby. I'm amazed that you're alright. Oh, so long, prison boy. I won't be home with you tonight.
You spit the blood back. So maybe the person that's saying this is saying you spit the blood back at me from hurting yourself or harming yourself by using drugs or alcohol. And the person's really amazed that they're doing all right. And they're saying prison boy, like goodbye, prison boy. I don't know if that's a jab or if this person really has gone to prison, but the person's saying like, I won't be home with you tonight. Or so long, prison boy, like when you're in prison, you won't be able to use, like I won't be home with you at night if the speaker is the drugs. I still don't know yet. Why is the song called Chelsea? Anyways.
We're both very sick, our muscles all worn down. It's as if we are 100. No, I won't still be around because I've fallen. Yes, I've fallen right into the love I found long before I reach 100. I'll have fallen to the ground.
This is drug use. This is, if you've ever seen people that have abused meth or heroin or chronic alcohol drinkers, your body starts changing if it's really bad and feeling like they're 100 and their muscles are weak and just you can become so thin and really, really worn down. Like maybe this is a couple that are together, like that they use drugs together and they're saying like, yeah, I've fallen right into the love I found long before I reach 100. Like I found it. It's, before I go down into the ground, I've already found my love and it could be the drugs.
And for generations, they'll romance us, make us more or much less than ever was before. The Chelsea and the floor make us stand before the masses like two speakers for the poor. Or when there was no revolution, nothing we were fighting for.
I wonder if she's talking about the Chelsea Hotel. I know that the Chelsea Hotel in New York is really famous. There's a lot of songs that have been written about it, a lot of things that have gone down there in that hotel. I know Leonard Cohen wrote about it, Bob Dylan. I know there's something connected to Janis Joplin, Sex Pistols. What are their names? Like Sid and Nancy. Nancy was murdered there. Anyways.
And you spit the blood back, baby. I'm amazed that you're alright. Oh, so long, prison boy. I won't be home, I won't be home, I won't
that was dark. That was dark. That was about drugs and alcohol. Chelsea Hotel. Oh my gosh, I feel like might be about Sid and Nancy. If you're not familiar, Sid and Nancy, I don't know. Was it Nancy was like a groupie, right? And Sid, what is this, like Sid Vicious of the Sex Pistols? He went to prison because he supposedly murdered her at the Chelsea Hotel, and they were hardcore drug users. And like, I don't know if he for sure, no, I feel like he confessed. He was like confessing to stabbing her or something like that. And she bled everywhere. And he was found wandering the halls of the Chelsea Hotel with blood and saying that he killed her and so spit the blood bags. I mean, if anything, this is just to show how easily drugs can take over people's lives. It can pull you right on in and make it your everything and the only thing you want to think of. And it ruins you. You can't keep things in perspective. You have a distorted sense of reality, and they're both in pain. I think it's a couple. Like, I think that they're both in pain and it ruins both of their lives. I mean, I think that's Sid and Nancy. I mean, I don't even know if that's what it's about, but if it is, they were like 22, something crazy young, I think. I don't know. This one really, ugh, like, this wasn't a happy song. This is not that it had to be, but it definitely feels as if it captures the darkness surrounding drug and alcohol use and how painful it is to love someone that uses, and how it takes over their body and their mind, and how nothing really pulls them out of it. Like, even your own mother, you used to be someone's baby that they held near. Like, you are loved, and there's way more love than the love that you find in that needle. All right, let me know what you all think. Take care, and I'm gonna go take a shower. All right, bye bye.